dashes the fire out. Oh, I have suffered with those that I saw suffer. A brave vessel, who no doubt had some noble creature in her, dashed all to pieces. Oh, the cry did knock against my very heart. Poor souls, they perished.
Be collected. No more amazement. Tell your pious heart there was no harm done.
Oh, woe the day.
No harm. I've done nothing but to care of thee. Of thee, me dear one, of thee, me daughter. Who art ignorant of what thou art, who not knowing whence I am, nor that I am more better than Prospero, master of a full porcel, and thy no greater father.
More to know to never meddle with my thoughts.
'Tis time I should inform thee farther. Wipe thou thine eyes, have comfort. The direful spectacle of the rat, which touches the very virtue of compassion in thee, I have with such provision in mine heart so safely ordered that there is no soul, no, not so much an air to any creature in the vessel which thou heardest cry, which thou sawest sink. Sit down, for thou must no farther.
You've often begun to tell me what I am, but stopped and left me to a bootless inquisition, concluding stay and not yet.
The hour's now come. Canst thou remember a time before we came onto this isle? I do not think thou canst, for thou was not then out 3 years old.
Well, certainly, sir, I can. 'Tis far off and rather like a dream than an assurance that my remembrance warrants.
12 years since, Miranda. 12 years since thy father was a feared captain and a prince of power.
Oh, the heavens! What foul play had we that we came from thence? Or blessed was we did?
Both, me girl. By foul play, as thou sayest, were we heaved thence, but then blessedly hauled hither.
Oh, my heart bleeds to think of the teen I have turned you to, which is from my remembrance. Please you farther.
Brother, and thy uncle, call it Antonio. I pray thee, mark me that a brother should be so perfidious. He, whom next thyself, of all the world I loved, to him put the manage of me ship. The privateers are cast upon me, brother, and the state of me ship grew stranger, being transported and racked into secret plunders. Thy false uncle, dost thou tend me?
Sir, most heedfully.
Being once perfected, how to grant suits, how to deny them, who to advance and who to trash for overtopping, and who created all the creatures that were mine, I say, or changed them, or else new formed them. Says all hearts to whatever tune pleased his ear. Thou attendest not.
Oh, good sir, I do.
I pray thee, mark me. I thus neglected worldly ends, all dedicated to closeness and the bettering of me mind with that which. But, for being so retired or prized, all populate, in me false brother awakens an evil nature. And me trust, like a good parent, did beget of him a contrary in its as great as me trust was, which indeed had no limit, a confidence sans bound. He being thus lorded, not only with what me revenue yielded, but with what me power might else exact, like one being unto truth by telling of it, made such a sinner of his own memory, in order to credit his own lie. He did believe he was indeed the captain, hence his ambition growing. Dost thou hear?
Your tale, sir, would cure deafness.
Mark his condition, and the event. Then tell me if this might be a brother.
I should sin to think but nobly of my grandmother. Good wombs have borne bad sons.
Now the condition. The governor of Jamaica, being an enemy to me and Vetters, hearkens me brother's suits, which was that he, in lieu of the premises, homage, and I know not how much tribute, which presently extirpates me and mine, whereon a treacherous army levied, and in the dead of darkness hurried thence, me and thy crying self.
Alack for pity! I not remembering how I cried out then, will cry it o'er again. It is a hint that brings mine eyes to it.
Here a little farther, then I'll bring thee to the present business which now is upon us, without the which the story were most impertinent.
Wherefore did they not that hour destroy us?
Well demanded, wench. Me tale provokes this question. Dear, they durst not. So dear the love me people bore me. For such marks of bloody on the business was rather. Colours fair painted their foul ends. Few they hurried us aboard a bark, bore us some leagues to sea. They prepared a rotten carcass of a butt, not rigging nor tackle, sail nor mast. Very rats instinctively did quit it.
Alack, what trouble was I then to you?
A cherubin was thou that didst preserve me. Thou didst smile, infuse it with fortitude from heaven. As I deck it to sea with drops full salt, under me burthen groaned it, to raise it up in me, an undergoing stomach, to bear up against what should ensue.
Well, how came we ashore?
By providence divine. Some food we had, and some fresh water, which a noble councilman, Gonzalo, out of his charity, and he being appointed master of this design, did give us, with rich garments, linen, stuffs, and necessaries, which since have steadied much.
Would I might but ever see that man.
Now I arise. Be still and hear the last of our sea sorrow. Here, in this island we arrived, and here have I, thy schoolmaster, made more the profit than other princes can, more time for vainer outers, and tutors not so careful.
Oh, heavens, thank you for it. And now I pray you, sir, for still 'tis beating in my mind, your reason for raising this sea storm.
Know thus, far forth, by accident most strange, bountiful fortune, now my dear lady, hath mine enemies brought to this shore. In me prescience, that find me zenith, doth depend upon a most auspicious star, whose influence my court not but omit, and fortune shall ever after droop. Here cease more questions. Thou art inclined to sleep. 'Tis a good dullness, and give it way. I know thou canst not choose.